everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, then welcome. In today's video, we're going to go over how I made this cool Snow White themed look. When Disney and Colourpop came out with their Midnight Masquerade palette, I got really inspired to start a series where I do looks based on the aesthetics of the different Disney princesses, especially since a lot of the videos already out there are on how to make yourself look like each princess, but not necessarily on sort of the overall vibe of each princess. So I will go over how I did this look today, what products I use, and then give you guys an up-close look at the finished product. So I hope you guys enjoy. So to start off with, we're going to go into Colourpop's Midnight Masquerade palette into the shade Pip. Now we're just going to blend that into the crease, and as you can see, I've already done my foundation and concealer and all of that, and I did actually use concealer as my eyeshadow base today as well. So we're just blending that out into the crease and making sure it's really nice and diffused so that we can go in with the more colorful shades and have something really good to lay it down on top of. Next, we're going to go back into the Midnight Masquerade, into the shade Gaston, and really pull that through the crease and onto the lid a little bit, and make sure that it's really blended out. This is sort of going to be the top of the cut crease, and so we want to make sure that you still see a lot of color and that it's blended out really softly, because we're going to go in and deepen the actual crease itself in just a minute. Now we're going to go into the Morphe 35B palette and go into this red color and just bring that through the crease as well. The shade that I was using from the Midnight Masquerade palette was looking just a little bit pink, so I wanted to make sure that there was enough of like a true red in there as well. And then we're just going to take a pencil brush and go in and deepen that color straight into the crease to make sure it's got a little bit of extra depth. And now we're going to go in with the shade Quasimodo and put that really precisely into the crease as well to just further deepen the color. Now I'm going to take a blending brush and just make sure that everything in there is nice and blended and that the colors all merge together really well in the crease. I'm going to go in now with a concealer brush and do a cut crease. Now for this, I like to use the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I like this because it dries down enough that it isn't too sticky, but it also retains enough of the tackiness that shadows go on top of it really nicely. And as you can see, I take my time with this just to make sure that that line is nice and precise. And now that that cut crease is done, I'm going to go into this nice blue shade in the Morphe 35B palette, and I'm just going to use a flat brush and pack that onto the lid. It does take a little bit of time to build up a color like this, but in the end the payoff is really nice, and I really enjoy this particular palette for bright colors. I'm going to go back into the Midnight Masquerade palette, into Gaston again, and really just deepen that crease to make sure that the line between the blue and the red is still really intense. And then I'm just going to take the shade Merryweather and deepen up the blue in the outer V. Now for the inner corner, I'm going to go into this bright yellow shade in the Morphe 35B palette, and I'm actually just going to pack that into the inner corner with my fingertip. I find that with the inner corner, sometimes that's just the easiest way to apply it, and make sure that you get the color payoff that you want. And now I'm going to go into this bright sparkly yellow and go over top of that for a really pretty pop of shimmer. And lastly, for the eyeshadow, I'm going to go back into Gaston one last time, and I'm going to use a pencil brush and take that on the lower lash line about halfway into my eye to deepen underneath there. I'm now going to line my eyes with the e.l.f. Expert Liquid Liner in Jet Black and give just a little bit of a wing. And now I'm going to apply some L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara and then pop on some false lashes. These are the Jimire 120s. I've been a real fan of these lately, and they go on really easily, which I love. Now we'll just take some mascara on the lower lash line, and we are done with the eyes. Now we're going to go into this BH Cosmetics Contour and Blush palette and give just a tiny bit of a contour. I didn't want to bronze the face too much since Snow White is known for being very fair. And then I'm also going to go into one of the brushes and give a really bright pop of color because I feel like she deserves to be super rosy. And then a little bit of highlight. This is the e.l.f. highlight in Pearl. And the last thing we're going to do is go into this Dose of Colors liquid lip in the shade Date Night for those iconic Snow White red lips. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you know when my next videos come out. I think the finished look turned out really nice, and I'm excited to do some more princesses. So until next time, guys, bye!